Top of the hour. Good morning, everyone. I'm Poppy Harlow. Just moments from now at the White House, President Trump sits down with South Korea's president as fears escalate over North Korea's nuclear program. But that major meeting overshadowed by just 53 words in a statement from the president. Bipartisan outrage over the president's attack on two television hosts for their criticism of him and unleashing his most venomous jabs at the woman, Mika, mocking both her intelligence and her appearance. This morning, Brzezinski and co-host Joe Scarborough responded in an opinion piece in the Washington Post entitled, "Donald Trump is not well." They write, "Our concerns about his unmoored behavior go far beyond the personal. America's leaders and allies are asking themselves yet again whether this man is fit to be president." This as Senate Republican leadership continues to struggle to try to reach a health care deal. Let's begin with all of it at the White House this morning with Boris Sanchez. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Poppy. Yeah, in that op-ed in the Washington Post, Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough refuting several of the president's claims, including that they asked him to stay with him at Mar-a-Lago over New Year's Eve, going on to say that the president has an unhealthy obsession with them and questioning his mental health. Yesterday, the president had a chance to respond to reporters who asked him about the tweets. He declined, though he tweeted about that show again this morning, saying that it is fake news and continuing this feud with the hosts, who were actually supposed to be off today, but they decided to go into the studio and respond to the president's Twitter tirade. Here's some of what they said.
It is unbelievably alarming that this president is so easily played. He's so easily played by a cable news host. Now, what is that saying to our allies? What is that saying to our enemies? That this president is so easily played.
We have friends inside the White House that have told us over the past month they're getting more concerned about his emotional state and also more concerned at the same time
self-control
about what's happening across the world. There are bad things brewing across the world.
And, Poppy, you mentioned some of the disappointment across the aisle from lawmakers as to the president focusing on this Twitter war with that show. It comes at a very interesting time because yesterday you had the implementation of the travel ban being put into place, two bills in the House to crack down on sanctuary cities and illegal immigration, and on top of that, this ongoing debate about a health care overhaul. And the fact that you have the president of South Korea now visiting the White House, Moon Jae-in, is set to arrive at any moment. He, along with the president, are set to give a joint briefing at about 11 a.m. outside the Rose Garden. We were told that reporters will not be allowed to ask questions, so we will not be digging further as to why the president is choosing to focus on this morning talk show as opposed to all of the things that are on the agenda, Poppy.
It's unfortunate that no questions from any journalist will be allowed at such a critical meeting when it comes to U.S. foreign policy and partnering with South Korea when it comes to the North Korean regime. Boris Sanchez, thank you for that.